Hello people, you welcome to Mr.Who, and today I'll be reviewing the last part of the very apparent of the trilogy, the final ending. Let's all begin with the Cosmos doing a Star Wars type scroll, like this is words come up as he's talking, and it's kind of short, but whatever. And then it's all that Timmy waking up in his bedroom, and him first thinking that the whole thing that happened in the exciting middle part was just a dream, but then when Wanda says it wasn't, he just excited, and it turns out that his Dorgan actually erased everybody's memory, well, all the humans anyway, of the experience. And Timmy is just a bit tired of what happened like in the middle and in the beginning of this all these series, sort of. So he wishes to have the most normal day ever. He kind of goes back on that when he sees what his mother usually looks like when like Nora looks like. Cause Jesse wish for like a makeover thing for her, and his dad does look like a girl that has blonde hair. I think Vicky has to be the most weirdest, since that's a flaming pumpkin head and hellhounds. Ugh, how is that normal? Ugh. And I saw that better Francis basically beats Timmy up, and when Timmy just gets slammed into a locker, and that's Trixie remembers kissing him. He just calls police or screams police and kicks him right in his classroom. And then Crocker just gives Timmy tattoos of F's on his face. Ugh. And then Timmy just wishes to redo the day, but this time have the best day ever. When he wakes up again, he's in a war side, and when Wanda talking, there's just a glitch, but seems to pass off as nothing. And his breakfast is a bit better, and his dad is a bit better, look like a musketeer now. And they have to go to this, or bring this Crimson Maloney convention to the house. And when he gets to school, well, all the girls just want to be her boyfriend. And Francis is one guy being up. And Trixie actually likes him, actually talks to him. And just when they're about to have the best kiss ever, the Eliminators show up. And one that gives Timmy the green and pink lightsaber thing. I don't know how to do that. But it turns out that the Eliminators are actually Cosmo, Wanda, Poof, and Jordan. And Timmy isn't actually in themselves, he's in the heart of darkness, and everybody that he's seeing is actually an Eliminator. And Timmy just escapes with help from Cosmo, Wanda, and Jordan. And they just explain what happened. And when Timmy does escape the darkness, the sounds in there to get him back. And the head darkness that has like sunglasses and a biker jacket is refusing. And the way he says that the darkness can make him get Timmy, just sounds like a kid getting grounded or being forced to eat something he doesn't like. I don't know. And then Dax destroys the Eliminator, but the last two parts that shown the Eliminators already that well being destroyed, or they just keep them back. Anyway, Timmy just heads to the Timmy Cave, where it turns out his friends, family, and enemies are there. And that's when he's out the kids. Trixie, Mark gets in the way and just, I don't know. And they do it 2 more times, I'll get to that. And AJ actually sees the Eliminator fall down on Earth in a great speed. And when he gets together, he actually steals sunglasses and a leather jacket from a guy on a motorbike while he's riding a motorbike. I don't know why they do that in a Terminator movie. That's just cool, I think. I don't know why, but anyway, the Eliminator just shows up in Tim Cave, where everybody's just dressed in like leather jackets and that is cool. And they don't have that much information that Timmy needs. And Jordan tries to surround him there by using magic, but the Eliminator just sucks it in and uses himself and turns the yellow wands into black. And when Timmy tries to whisk it away, he whisks himself back. And I think he either poops or sucks up Timmy's friends, family, and enemies, because I don't know what to do. And actually gets Jordan out of the way by putting a rocket on his bomb, blast him off. Oh yeah, and the two Eliminators that are with the head one, they're in Hawaii and just slacking off. And it's me, or they sound Canadian? Let's see if they have Canadian accents. Turns out Timmy was poof to the mall, it's the Cosmo. And the regular or lead Eliminator is on a rampage and has a Timmy tracker device. And the government officials from the big beginning are again. Once again, to try to hide the fact that the Eliminator isn't dangerous. The thing is cleaning the streets. And people believe them. And the Eliminator's on the road to the mall where Timmy is. And actually makes the mall disappear. Carmel kind of gets angry when the Eliminator just stole one of the pooping Timmy on the ground and actually turns into a different version of Godzilla. Just keep saying that Eliminator might have this thing, but he can do that. And for some reason, he put a million walls on his back and then make them disappear. Maybe because it was made his and Wanda's wand disappear. I don't know why they make poops from, but I don't know. Then the government officials come again and they're really listening to Timmy when he tries to warn him not to use weapons on it. And they turns out some weapons from 1952. So they're trying to say that they came from Roswell, New Mexico, actually happened in the Bear Parent universe. I don't know. And since he absorbed all the weapons, the Eliminator has become the Destructinator. I don't know. And Timmy actually escapes thanks to the government officials' escape pod. And that's when the Destructinator turns to Earth metal and actually puts his face on it. And he turns people to robots. As the only person that turned to a robot is Jorgen, since they think because he was on the ground when it all happened before. And Timmy thinks that if they go to the Blue Moon in the Vegan system, then might get one work. But when Turbo Thunder comes up and says he wants to help, seems to blame at first, but when Turbo tells him what happened after the Rock Guardian just slipping away, and then he literally made a friend, and started eating rocks. Yeah, I don't know. And his friend made rocks. So that make him a cannibal. Yeah. And it turns out there's more to the wand on the blue moon than first expected, since when Turbo puts Timmy in a certain place, a light hits a hole, and then that hole or that light hits Timmy's dead up teeth, and brings everybody to this oasis that has a lot of wands and another prophecy which says there's another wand. And turns out if that wand, if you use that wand and one on Fairy World and one on Blue Moon, whatever those calls them, the wand of fire and one of wind, but I don't know, let him be able to destroy the darkness. And then Turbo gives his backstory. It turns out he's from a world of heroes, and it was a people planet. I don't know how it could be peaceful since when the darkness came along and had weapons. Ugh, I don't know. And it also turns out that the reason he actually became the chosen one, because the very elders or high council, we don't call them, had a contest of who would be their chosen one, and they're the ones that gave him the suit and that. And it turns out her name is Pippi something. I forget the last name. I couldn't ask make fun for her. Oh yeah, like I like the part where Cosmo gives Turbo a ice cream sandwich and tip and Turtle said that's meal fit for a king, and Cosmo has clothes of the king of ice cream sandwiches. I don't know. Cosmo's a funny in this part, I think. Yeah. Anyway, and Turtle decides to just train Timmy of how to beat darkness, but it doesn't really work, so he actually gives Timmy some of his powers. I say he transfers them, but it seems like he still has his powers as well, but you know. So they just head up to Fair World, where the fairies are pushing this wheel that's playing the music to, and nobody knows, nobody knows Majoro, or nobody knows the role he's in. Good song. Ugh. And they just fight back against the Eliminators thanks to the wands, and they just head back to Earth to fight back against the Struckinator. And Struckinator is able to find Jorgen, and for some reason getting big ears, and puts a lot of weapons in Earth's crust to try to destroy Timmy and the Darkness. And when Jorgen thinks that his plan is flawed, Timmy and Darkness actually show up because one of the Eliminators actually told the Darkness where Timmy is or is going. Then there's this fight with the Timmy, the Struckinator, and the fairies, with the fairies freeing the world, the Earth, from being metal, and Timmy taking the Struckinator to space, and actually bumping into him at one point, and using the thunder pits. Yeah, that's what, I don't know. The Struckinator actually absorbs it. And while that's happening, the fairies are trying to look for the ice wand. But it turns out that Struckinator actually brought Timmy, or smacked him into the exact place where it is. What are the odds of that? I ask you. What are the odds? And Timmy is able to destroy, or able to trick the Struckinator to destroy himself, and he says he might have all the power he has now, but he doesn't have the weapons that he's got to use on the Darkness and Timmy. So the Struckinator says, "Door, weapons, and turns out Timmy had the on-switch sort of weapons when they bumped into the destruction air. And just destroyed him. And then Timmy meets this fucking polar bear. And he gives him the white wand because the only way he asked, if only way he knew Timmy was the chosen one, because he asked. Yeah. Guess he didn't want to do anything grand or anything. And then the fairies and Turbo Thunder show up. And they think Timmy's gonna use the wand to destroy darkness, but Timmy does something different. I'm going to ask Jorgen and Turbo Thunder what they did, or what fairies and the people on the planet did when the dark showed up. And it turns out they were all just afraid and started fighting or attacking darkness and not seeing what actually is. So Timmy just wishes for there to be ice wands in all your planet solar system and activates the power of them all and creating a smile across the galaxy and actually turn the darkness good. Because it turns out darkness only wanted friends. Yeah, I know, cheesy. But yeah, the Eliminators, they turn one into a Hugnair. Like when you can radiate the darkness at the kindness. And it just released a Hugnair at one point. And Hugnair just afraid all Timmy's villains, family, friends, and Mark's parents, and Turbo Thunder's parents. And then the other Guardians so want to party with the kindness being the light. And just when Timmy was about to kiss Trixie, Jorgen gets in the way and saying that after the concert gets to erase everybody's memory, and Timmy has to go back to being normal again. I think that's okay, at least you'll not find their wands until they go to or the show, the Cave of Prophecy, where there's a red wand, but there's no combo to that drawn it. I thought we're going for whatever. And there. Yeah, this part seems a bit fanficky. Not that bad, but not that good either. Again, or for a third time, it's good to see Timmy not using his fairies all the time in this vessel. And the entire vessel is good and has a lot of good points. And Terra Strong, as always, puts 110% in her acting, and has a lot of funny bits, especially when Timmy is just shocked and making faces and doing poses. I don't know, it's kind of funny. So my favorite has to be the middle part. Oh yeah, there's also a funny part where Timmy thinks that Turbo Thunder is going to say that he's his father and he's going to call his hand. Why? I know that Star Wars usually reference a lot of show, but not this much, I think. Oh my god. Overall, I think the special is good, and there's a lot of other radio appearance specials that I would like to review, but I don't know when. So let's see you next time, and hopefully next radio appearance special review is just great. And until next time, I will see you guys later.